be coming up now, possibly. There we go. So there you go. 968,000 on the boss. Holy crap. Okay, what's up, gents? Dirtbag Gaming here, the channel for casual raiders. We said we were going to do it, and we're doing a royal guide, full guide today. We just got a bunch of energy from, the clan versus clan going on. And guys, if you are enjoying raid, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Videos are always coming out, new videos, updated content, stuff like that. But also join the Discord. If you have any questions, new, beginning, mid, end game, whatever it may be, we're getting more people added to Discord every single day, and like more end game players also are being added. So we get to kind of go over some crazy comps and crazy new characters that are coming out to the game. But today, we're focusing all on Royal Guide. So I appreciate you clicking on the video. First, we'll go over the skills, masteries, artifacts, then we'll throw in some content. We're mainly going to show them off in our 12-second spider run, as well as our under-minute dragon run, because there's a dragon tournament going on today. So, it looks very cool. One of the OG characters in this game that is a enemy max HP type champion. So first, he's got an A1 skill, which is pretty good. On an A1, he attacks one enemy, has a 50-65% chance of placing a big decreased defense on an enemy. We actually were using this guy mainly in the Scarab King hard, because he's actually pretty good, even though he's weak affinity on the last Scarab King. Now they updated it, so Scarab King's not in the rotation. So we changed up his gear to make him hit really hard. But really good A1. A2 is what he's known for. So he attacks all enemies. Damage increases according to enemy max HP. And it's also adding into his attack as well. Mainly it's going to be enemy max HP. So the higher the dungeons you are, the harder he hits. The higher in Doom Tower you are, the harder they hit. Stuff like that. So it's an AoE. So if you book him out, you're just going to increase his damage a little bit. Then his A3, which is also very good. Attacks 4 times at random. Each hit has a 60-75% chance of placing a decreased speed for 2 turns. Each hit also has a 60-75% chance of decreasing target's turn meter. So again, very good for the Spider, very good for the Scarab King. Anytime you can reduce turn meter on a boss, he's just going to be very, very good at that. His aura is one of the best aura, if not the best aura in the game when it comes to dungeons. So he increases ally attack in dungeons by 35%. When you go over somebody like Septimus, who is a legendary, he's in our vault. Let's get him out of the vault. We're going to go over him next, right here. I don't even have room in my we pulled so many champions this past week. They're all blues. But with the attack aura, his is like 20-some%, but his is 35%, which is literally one of the best. So the masteries we got on him, this is mainly to hit as hard as possible in the spider. All right. So if you're gonna use him mainly for dungeons and spider, he's not the best for PvP. Maybe very early on, but later on he just doesn't hit as hard, because again, enemy max HP on a spider is like 5 to 10 million. Enemy in PvP is like 100,000 at best, so you're not going to do that much damage when it comes to nuking. But this build right here goes all the way down to Helm Smasher, because when he does proc Helm Smasher, he just obliterates the defense on the boss and he hits super hard. This helps with turn meter manipulation. This just helps with its accuracy, landing its debuffs. If you care about that stuff, you only need this if you have somebody like Gerptuck. Yeah, so like anytime increases damage inflicted by 4% for each debuff. So Gerptuck puts 3 debuffs on our champions, which increase their damage because of his passive. But this also gives you an extra 12% on top of that. So if you have somebody like Gerptuck or somebody that really, that's it. Like, that's when you're going to be needing this skill. So if you don't have Gerptuck, you could probably go with like this or this, but mainly I'm using this because we just want to one-shot the spider. This just first hit enemy hit. This for more max HP, and obviously one crit damage. This is if he's full health HP. So Gerptuck should have a shield set on him, so that way when Gerptuck does put the poisons up, you're still at full HP. So that's that. So yeah, that's Masteries. Pretty simple, standard. Let's move me back to here. Okay, so now artifacts. We changed it from the Savage. If you watched my how-to gear guide, it goes over a lot of different strats that you can use on him, like different artifact sets. We switched it up and went with the Savage set because we want him to ignore defense for the bosses, and we just want him to hit as hard as possible. So you'll see him hit for around 4 million in the spider, which is, I've never gotten up that high. So first, we'll just go through them. We got HP, speed, crit rate. We have Bad L is a leader, so he's got an extra 25% crit rate on top of that. So we only need to get to about 75% crit rate, which makes us get more crit damage. So if you can do that, or if you have a crit rate lead, or somebody that can put up crit rate, like the Dwarf champion, he's the free guy from the Doom Tower, where you get 30% crit rate, 30% crit damage. You can use him right here. You can use him instead, but we have a Bad L as a lead. So let's get back to him. The helmet, we got speed, defense, attack. He does help out with his attack getting boosted, so that's not a bad thing to boost. Crit rate, crit damage, defense. Crit damage you definitely want on the gloves, because you want to get up to, again, 75% crit rate or 100% crit rate, like as close you can get to 100% crit rate if you don't have these other champions, because the crit damage is pointless unless you get 100% crit rate. Then we have attack, because again, it does scale off of attack as well, and then speed for the boots. We want him pretty fast. You want him speed tuned for your dungeon runs to make sure that he's going at the specific moment that you want him to go. Then we can go attack if you just want him to deal as much damage as possible, or accuracy. If you're using him for Scarab King, go accuracy. If you're using him for just one-shot mayhem, just do the attack. Let's sell that ring right there. We were doing spider test out this video. Then we got crit damage always on the neck piece. And then attack with as much attack as possible is a really good ring. 5% chance to prevent skill cooldown. That's actually procs sometimes. So if he does his AoE, it procs the reset. He does his AoE again. It's amazing what happens. So those are his skills. Those are his masteries. That's his artifacts. His total stats. It's always good to go over. Notice the Great Hall. So we have 80% or 80 accuracy, resistance, 25% crit damage. So sometimes people pay attention to that because like, why is my crit damage so low? It's because I'm getting an extra 25 for my Great Hall. So just always look out for that when you're watching these videos. 28,000 HP, not a lot, but we got 4,600 attack, 174 of speed, 79% crit rate. Again, we need that 75% crit rate to get 100% with Bad L. 248 crit damage without the 20% in the Masteries because we have Helm Smasher, and then these don't matter because we're just one-shotting the waves. All right, so that's the goal. All right, let's get into the video. So we're gonna test out first what he's really good for. Is going to be the spider. Now we got this team down to 12 seconds, pretty consistently. Sometimes Lydia misses her weekend, which kind of stinks, but let's see what this run is. So Bad L is elite, 25% extra crit rate. Lydia, this could be anybody. This could be anybody that has like a Draco or decreased defense, weaken, Fane, Rosin can be here, like anybody that can land that. Septimus, obviously we'll do a video after this on Septimus because we changed his gear up as well. Royal Guard, and then this guy is kind of like the not MVP, but he helps out because he puts out 3 poisons on your team, which increases your damage by like 22.5%, just by nothing. Like it's just, hey, you do 22.5% more damage, which is sick. And then he puts up an extra 20% damage because of the poison. So you'll see this run. Let's get into it. Again, if you don't have these champs, he's good being a little bit more tankier, like HP chest piece or defense chest piece, just so he can make it to the spider. But we just did this recently, so I wanted to make a video on it after we kind of finalized it. So there you go, all that. So he hit for 3.6, but let's see what he hits for. 2.9, and that was without the Helm Master proc. Helm Master procs, he gets an extra million on top of that. So let's run this again. We'll just do full auto. It's around 12 seconds. So she has to land the decreased defense and weaken. Then Bad L puts up his extra 20% poison. He puts up his 21.2%. And here we go. 3.2. So we just did more than Septimus. He did more than a legendary. So this epic's damage output could literally be more than a legendary's damage output. And it's an AoE. Having an enemy max HP skill on an AoE, especially with the hard Doom Tower, it's amazing. So let's see this one more time. It's so fast, we could literally run this all day. 3.2, 3 points. All right, cool. So when he procs, he hits really freaking hard. Let me see if I can edit this, because I think I took off Mossbeard's shield, thinking that it would be faster, but I don't think it's faster. So let's put this shield back on. Let me pause this for you guys. All right, cool. So we put the shield back on him. Let me see if he hits any harder. And then after this, we're going to Dragon, then we'll go into Ice Golem, then we'll do all the fun stuff. I'll show you. Do we care about PvP? Probably not. But everybody puts up. So now we got a shield. We'll see if he does any more damage. 3.4, 3.6. All right, so close to 4. He was hitting for 4 million at sometimes whenever it procs, but 12 seconds. That's pretty cool. So that's what this gear can get you up to. If you don't have Septimus, you probably have to manual like a cold heart when that new skill manual thing comes out. Hopefully you'll be able to bring your cold hearts in and kind of one-shot the spider like we are here. But what's great about his AI is he does that automatically, so you don't have to set him and hope that he does his A2. He just kind of does it automatically. All right, so let's get into. He's also very good in the dragon. So you're gonna see Seer. All right, so I'll show you what he does because I think he does hit wave 2. He's still not, for my guy, he's still not good enough to one-shot the waves like Seer. Like Seer definitely is the most OP epic champion we have in the game. But notice this wave, when we reset the cooldowns, yeah, I'll show you, I'll slow it down. There you go, so 73,000 on everybody, but he doesn't one-shot the waves. Like, it's still a pretty good hit. There was no decreased defense on that one, so I wonder what would have happened if he had decreased defense. Alright, so let's see how much he's hitting the dragon for. I think he hits the dragon for around 1 million once all the buffs are up. So we don't have Gerp Tuck in this because Prince Kaimar resets the cooldown, so you can have that other rare champion that decreases the cooldown by 2 if you don't have Prince Kaimar. And obviously Draco or somebody else like a Rosin was very good for the dragons if you don't have Lydia. Like, this team can easily be subbed out. There you go. So 868 million with just decreased defense. His A1 hits for around 56,000, which isn't bad. Again, there's no War Master procs. It's literally just Helm Smasher. Alright, so let's run it again, but I want to get the decreased defense on the waves. So here you go. We'll skip this wave. We'll do increased crit. This is an extra 20% damage right there. Just do that. Alright, now let's see what he does. Slow it down. 132,000. So look, he almost one-shotted all the waves with those skills. You can do it with Gerp Tuck, but I didn't want to specifically run it around that. It's a lot faster if you have like a Seer, but look at that. That's damage on a rare, epic, attack-based champion. Almost one-shot in level 20 dungeon people. He brings a lot to dragons. Like, he's definitely a very good champion for dragons. He has the decreased defense. If you don't have it, he's got the you can't really decrease speed on the dragon, but he's got the enemy max HP on the dragon, which is a lot. And if you have that, look, he just put up the decreased defense because we didn't have it up. If you have the 5% increase or 5% chance to reset cooldowns on his accessories, which we only have 1 out of 3. Sometimes you'll see a proc with like the little moon above his head. That's when you know it procs. But he doesn't have a lot of HP, so he just got one-shotted by the dragon. Cool, so that is this run. Then we'll run into Ice Golem, which he is a strong affinity in Ice Golem. It's just anytime you hit the Ice Golem really hard, he attacks. So you got to be careful to bring like a Rezer or somebody else in to kind of do that. So what do? We were testing this guy out. Let's take him out. Let's make this team back up again. So we got no Rezer, but let's try to bring in Sile. Sile might be good. Where's Sile? Sile's free. Everybody's got Sile. So let's do Sile, resistance. Let's just go attack. Screw it. Let's see what he does for the attack. On wave 2, it's the hardest one because of the, I forget, the shield thing that you do damage. Oh, 130,000 just one-shot at everybody. Alright, what is he going to do? So this is the wave that is tough. Oh, but we have Warlord, so hopefully he can do his A3. And we got Sile to stun everybody. Sile's just so good. One of my favorite champions. 55k. There it was, right there. So Warlord didn't do his A3, which kind of stinks. So now all my people are getting hit back. But we got shields, so we're good. Sorry if you're looking at the team, you're like, what the hell is this guy talking about? I'm just showing you his damage output on waves and the boss. That's kind of like the main focus here, all right? There you go. So he died because of the refract damage thing. But we were able to res him back up. So he puts up the decreased speed on everybody. He reduces turn meter. So very good for this boss as well. You just got to be careful because watch, when he does the enemy max HP, the boss then instantly attacks once he gets down a certain percentage. And we probably should have brought Rotos to do the block revive. Oh, we got Lydia, so she'll do it once. 94k on an A1. Here we go. The A2 should be coming up now, possibly. There we go. So there you go. 968,000 on the boss. Holy crap. And we got the one block revive up going from Lydia. But you saw that right when he got that down, he instantly attacks. So making sure you have people with shields or block buffs, debuffs, because they'll be frozen, then you get hit. It's just, you get hit really hard. So I didn't have him in my team for a long time because of that reason. I was kind of slowly ticking him down and using the block revive on the champions. But if you bring in a Royal Guard or even 2 Royal Guards, you should be able to just boom, survive the hit hopefully, and then boom, one more AoE attack. But great champion, not the fastest run, but you got 254 in the last hit. Resistance, sell that. Cool. And Fire Knight, he has a single attack on his A1, his single AoE attack on A2, and a 4 times attack reducing speed. So if you need to bring him in for Fire Knight to get done your missions, you can. Just make sure you have a Reser, because he's weak affinity, but make sure he has a lot of accuracy as well because he lands a decreased speed and reduces the turn meter on his A3. So he can be used for the Fire Knight, not what he's known for. All the other keeps he's going to be great in. Faction Wars, amazing. Like, I had him very early in the Faction Wars, but once you get, what's her name? Arbiter? Where the hell's the High Elves? Did they switch it up? Right there. High Elves, very good for the Faction Wars. Again, PvP not the best because his enemy max HP just doesn't hit. I haven't run him with the Savage set yet in the PvP, but we can test that once. So let's see what we got. Let's do... He's so slow, honestly. He's probably gonna just die. Let's see how much he hits a Siffy. So boom, 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 and we'll bring in this guy. We'll see what he does for his A2. He's gonna ignore defense. So increase attack. Let's see if she gets resisted. She got resisted. Do that. So with nothing up, this is what I'm talking about. 22,000. So you'd have to build them like super specifically for PvP. But there's so many more AoE like type champions I could do work. I think he'll be good at early arena. If like this is your nuker, you can use him in early arena. He won't be bad. So there you go. Clan boss, maybe early on with a lifesteal set. But he's an attack type champion. Those champions die pretty quick. Doom Tower, great. On most of the bosses he can be used. Let's see what they use for this. It's like a mini Septimus. There you go, you got 2 there. You got 1 there. Yeah, so he's going to be an endgame type champion for you. So if you gear him this way, he's going to definitely help you out. So is that it? I mean, let's just run him in the spider one more time. 12-second spider round. Love it. So you got decreased defense, extra 20%, 21.5%. Oh, that was a weak hit. Oh, because we didn't get G. Alright, so there you go. So that's when we fail, is if Lydia just flops the bed and just doesn't put up decreased defense. She's like just not feeling it today. But yeah, it doesn't matter. So let me know what you thought about Royal Guard. Do you use them every single day like I do? How do you have them geared? Where's your most favorite place to use them? How many Royal Guards do you have? We have 2. We have 1 waiting in the vault. I don't know if I'm ever going to bring them out because we do have Septimus as well. But 2 AoE attacks are very good. So if you don't have Septimus, run 2 Royal Guards. Always keep 2. Like, I don't know if I'll ever get rid of the second one. He's kind of just in case we need 3 people. But guys, thanks for clicking on the video. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about it. Join the Discord if you haven't already. And if you aren't subscribed, definitely hit the subscribe so that way these videos pop up for you guys and they can help you out. So appreciate it. Good luck with everything, guys, and enjoy the rest of your week.